Hello and welcome to Merciful Love. My name is Mercy. Earlier today I was thinking about friendship and friends. And so I googled the word, the term friend. I tried to find the definition of the word friend. And what I read from Google was that it is a mutual attraction between, two people. And I reflected back on the times, on my past friendships and what I considered friendships. and, and I learned a lot, and that's why I decided to share. I learned a lot. First thing I learned was that in some of the relationships that I considered to be my friends, actually they didn't consider me to be their friend. The relationship was something different. They really did not consider me to. I considered them to be my friend, but they did not consider me to be their friend. So I think that is one of the things, that is one of the situations how we can hurt ourselves. Because in a friendship situation, there's some expectations you expect from people. There's how you expect people to treat you. There's how you expect people to support you. There's how you expect people to interact with you. There's how you expect people to prioritize you. That kind of thing. But most of the time, I'll be left frustrated because I'll feel like they would prioritize other people. For example, you could advise, maybe you could be having a discussion and then someone shares something and then, probably you're giving them an advice. And, you are talking, and then a few days later, they come back and then they tell you the same problem. And then they tell you, no, so-and-so told me to do 1, 2, 3. And you're thinking, but I literally told you to do the same thing. What makes it different? Why is it that when I told you, you did not take it seriously or even put it into consideration? Because, then I came to realize that that person did not consider me that important or that significant in their life for them to even put into consideration my suggestion or my advice or whatever. So even if I keep telling them whatever, they will have to get from the person that they considered to be their friend, the person that they trusted. So because in friendship there has to be trust, there has to be kindness, there has to be compassion, that kind of thing. But they just didn't. And you can't blame them. First of all, you can't blame them because not everybody will like you. Not everybody will like you. And it's not, even if someone doesn't like you, it is not their fault or your fault. It is just life. The people who like you will like you. Those who do not like you will not like you. Secondly, another experience that I had on the line of people you consider your friend and people you consider not your friend was when I was starting now this channel and I needed my friends to come in as an audience because I would bring in a priest and we'll have a Q&A, and then I needed an audience for that, for the effect. And someone that we used to go to church with, who I thought we were friends, told me if I'm not paying him, then he's not coming. And that was okay. At that exact moment, I realized that, we don't have that kind of friendship. We are just churchmates. And what I learned from that whole experience of knowing who your friends are and not calling people your friends if you're not sure if your friends, was that you just have to use the labels correctly. If someone is your classmate, they're your classmate. If someone is your workmate, they're your workmate. If someone is your churchmate, they're a churchmate. If someone is your colleague or schoolmate, that's what they are. Unless someone you have that, I don't know, you just know when someone is a friend, or maybe you just have to literally just ask instead of having expectations and putting expectations on someone who is not even concerned. He's not even there. He doesn't even care, or she doesn't even care. So that was one of the toughest life lessons. Sometimes the people you consider to be your friends are really not your friends. They do not consider you to be your friends. And that was the truth. And there is nothing wrong with that. It is all upon you. It is your fault. If you need clarification, you ask. But don't go out expecting things from people you think are your friends and they are not. You absolutely have nobody to blame but yourself. Sawa sawa? Cool. So if you do not want to put yourself in a position that you're going to be hurt, you're going to be disrespected, you're going to be segregated, because sometimes you'll have friends whereby, these groupies, when you have more than one friend, and two friends will just have, organize something and leave you out. And then you learn about it later and then you'll feel bad about it. But for them, they do not consider you part of their clique. So you'll be left feeling bad, but for them, they are just living their life, like they do not consider you part of that group. Yeah, hard truths. Just look around your friends. How inclusive are they about you? Are you included in their plans? Or they only include you as an afterthought, like, oh, by the way, so and so. Oh, by the way. Or when they really need your help. It could be financial or something else. That's when they remember you. So, if the people that you consider to be your friends do not consider you, and you can tell by actions, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Leave that situation, go find your people. There are 8 billion people out there. There's someone for you. There are people who will like you the way you are. Don't allow yourself to stay in a place where people are disrespecting you just to fit in, just to be part of a group, or just to be associated with someone. Oh, so and so is my friend. Do they consider you to be their friend? We need to fix ourselves. We need to get away from these unhealthy situations. It is not healthy for you. Would you want your child, if you had a child, would you want them to put up with what you're putting up with? So, if you are that person forcing things, forcing relationships, forcing friendships, just get out of that. It's not healthy. It's not helping you. It's not helping anyone. Just get out of that situation. Second, the other thing about friendship that I learned, you might think someone is your friend, but in real sense, they are not, because they feel like everything is a competition. If someone keeps thinking that everything that you are doing is a competition, I don't think there's friendship there. Because what I've experienced with my current friends is that your friends will support you. Your friends will support you. And even if they do not support you, they will not sabotage you. What advices are you getting from your friends? Are they to build you up or to break you down? Because I've learned so much. There are friends who do not want you to progress more than them, because they are comparing. Probably it's not even anything. It is just minor things. You living your life. But if you have sometimes to hide your success or your wins from your friend, that is not a friend. That is not a friend. And you're not being fair to yourself. when you keep staying in that? Why are you staying in that relationship? Why? We are here to build a positive environment. Why do you want to be in an environment where someone does not want any kind of progress in your life? Friends who drill holes in boats so that boats can sink. Friends who talk about you, who gossip about you. Because sometimes, you only told one person something, and then the next thing, everybody knows. When something wrong is happening, they're the first person now to share that, but they will not share your wins. Friends who will not share your business on their social media, but they will post when a celebrity somewhere has a kid. Friends who will not buy from your shop. Friends who will not tell you the truth. They will wait for you to mess up so that they can talk about it, so they can gossip about it. What are your friends telling you? How are your friends supporting you? If your friends are not supporting you, if your friends are competitive, that's not healthy. We do not compete, not with our friends, not with anyone. We do not compete. And when you feel like you have to hide what you are doing from your friends, I don't think that's healthy. Those are the few things that I've learned on matters friendship. I know there's a lot more, but for today, that is what I wanted to share. If you reached the end, thank you, and see you in the next episode.